Hello and welcome to Out of Spec Motoring, and welcome back to my kitchen where we always have these fun, serious conversations about electric cars. Let's get into this one. Today we're talking about Electrify America and their station rollout and a few different things, but in particular, a huge problem that has just popped up today. You see, this morning I was looking to go on a road trip in this Nissan Leaf SL Plus that I have on loan. I was like, let's go film a road trip for you guys. As you know, this channel is all about drifting electric cars around the racetrack and going on huge road trips. So we have to accomplish both with this car. And I looked and I was like, why is every station on I-95 have a little bent wrench mark on it on PlugShare? And it turns out Electrify America is doing station upgrades at every station from the middle of Virginia to southern South Carolina. This is a 456 mile stretch of highway that is completely shut down, unable to be used, and you cannot drive an electric car basically from New York to Miami on I-95, which is really the only route right now, and it's brutal. So that is the problem. I was like, this is a huge, crazy thing. Of course, I went on Twitter. If you don't follow our Twitter at Out of Spec, you absolutely should. I always share interesting, at least to me, electric car stuff and just general car things as well. And you know, I've really thought about this, and I was like, this is huge. In fact, I almost feel like this is a bigger problem than the Tesla supercharger network being down, because the supercharger network's a private, in-house, one-make network. Of course, it's the majority of EVs traveling right now, but this is the public network. This serves multiple brands and brands that are going to be coming on in the future. This, to me, is a larger problem. It is the public network that is down. If I wanted to drive this Nissan Leaf on a road trip, either north or south of my house here, right off of I-95 in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, it is impossible. Cannot make it. Now, you may say, okay, let's say Electrify America network's down. We know this. Let's use a third-party DC charging network. However, there's none of those either. They're all under construction. You know, a lot of this funding from Dieselgate here in North Carolina, the chargers are just getting put in up and down 95. None of them are online. So we rely on Electrify America to get us around, and just to have them, the plug pulled on them literally, is a huge problem. So not only is this a big problem, normally it is Labor Day, which 45.1 million Americans travel every year on Labor Day. That's a figure from AAA. And this year is going to be a little less, about 6 million people less, but that's still 39 million people traveling within the United States, many by automobile. It's a more frequently traveled weekend this year than 4th of July was here in 2020, and this is the worst time to have your charging network go down. Now, this hasn't gone down because of a software glitch or a problem. They have pulled the plug on these stations intentionally and hopefully for future benefit. You know, the thing is, I wouldn't be as upset or as concerned if the stations were just down because they were, you know, they just stopped working. But just to take a whole clump of stations down for hardware upgrades is a huge concern of mine. Now, we aren't totally sure why each of the stations are down. I did reach out to Electrify America, spoke to their CEO at length today, you know, had very open conversations with them. They were very good, very nice as usual. However, it still doesn't change the fact that you cannot go up and down 95 in an EV. So we don't know exactly why each station is down, but if we look at other stations, such as the station in Cary, North Carolina, they were using a certain brand of charger that has now been changed. So they had to do a whole hardware swap at that particular station. And that's taken about 6 weeks and it's still not done. So we aren't sure if these chargers are going to be down just for the day or for the next month or a month and a half or 2 months or 3 months. We don't know. And so I had Chris, my friend over at EcoDweeb, he went over to the Cary charger to give us a little update and share his thoughts on the situation. Here we go to Chris.
Hey everybody, Chris Maxwell. I'm here in Cary, North Carolina at the Electrify America site, which has been offline for 6 weeks now as it's been power upgraded with new chargers. Interestingly, they have eliminated the level 2 charger from this site entirely, but they have put in what appear to be at least 150 kilowatt machines made by Signet. Now, my problem is the entire I-95 corridor right now from Richmond, Virginia all the way down to Florence, South Carolina is offline for upgrades. Who thought it was a good idea to do upgrades over a holiday weekend? And if these have been down for 6 weeks, how long is it going to take before the corridor comes back up? So, what gives Electrify America? This is not good customer service.
And a huge thank you to Chris for taking time out of his day to film that for us. You should absolutely go subscribe to his channel, link in the description. And just to confirm that the stations were down that were working, I went to my local Electrify America charging station here in Rocky Mount the other day with a Nissan Leaf. This was 2 days ago. Did a charging test, worked great. I mean, the app wouldn't connect, that was buggy, but I was able to get the charging station to start by using my credit card, so I paid a little more than the Pass Plus membership, but at least I was able to charge. Today though, the systems received an update that shut the chargers off and they don't provide any power. So Alyssa and I went over there to go look at those chargers and just confirm to see if they work or not. Now you join us at the Electrify America station, one of the ones that are down, and we have brought 2 cars. The reason we brought 2 cars is this Nissan Leaf SL Plus has a CHAdeMO plug, and this BMW i3, Alyssa's i3, is CCS plug. So we're gonna just double check to make sure that the stations are truly down using CHAdeMO and CCS. And Alyssa's going to plug in her car with their CCS. I believe you have to plug it in first. Yes, I know it says it's unavailable. You have to plug in the car first. All right, so you got those hefty cables. They do deliver a lot of power. There you go. And let's see if you can try and activate the station. Of course, on the app, they all say they're down, so it's no use trying to do that. It's not a tap, I don't believe. Usually you just slide in the card. And it says these chargers will be billed at the lowest rate on the app. It also says all of them are limited to 50 kilowatt, which has been the case for this past week, which is quite surprising. But yeah, no, we just confirming, I doubt it'll work. It says it's offline, everything's red. All the stations around here are all red, indicating that they're offline, and that's sad. Let's go try the Leaf and just check the CHAdeMO. And we're just gonna confirm with the Leaf. Of course, we've tried it with the app. The chargers are unable to be occupied, so you have to use the CHAdeMO for this one. And let's see, there you go. Charger unavailable, slide in the card. There's nothing on here that says select CHAdeMO. These screens are pretty difficult to read in the daytime. But yes, unable to even get past this charger unavailable screen. So unfortunately, you could be here traveling stranded, and these chargers work. Again, we just charged the Leaf on this CHAdeMO 2 days ago. No problems other than it not being able to connect through the app. I paid with a credit card, not the end of the world. And it charged just fine. Now they sent software to the chargers to take them all offline for upgrades, but the chargers work just fine. So I don't know what's going on. So yeah, it's a huge bummer to me that even though those stations may have not been the most reliable as experienced by me and were limited to 50 kilowatt, at least they would still give you power earlier this week. Today though, on Labor Day, a huge travel day, they just decided to take them offline willy-nilly. That is a huge problem. So what does this mean for the future? Well, it really shows the need for good station reliability. You know, when you pull up in a Tesla to a supercharger, probably 99, 98% of the time, you're gonna be able to charge your car on the first go. And so I know Electrify America is trying to get there. And these planned down times and everything, this is what they're trying to do to get to that point. They just happen to choose the worst possible time with no advance notice. And by no advance notice, I do want to make it clear, they did share on PlugShare and their app ahead of the planned outages that the chargers were going to be down. but it's not like we all received an email that said, hey, the whole East Coast is going to be offline for the next X number of days, weeks, months, we don't know. And that's really where the big issue comes into play here. Just no warning. People on a road trip that could drive, let's say from New York to Florida, 2 days ago, now trying to go back home after the weekend, impossible, stranded. Electrify America's official response to this, let me read. Electrify America made the decision months ago to replace EV chargers on the East Coast that were not meeting our standards and, more importantly, not meeting our customers' expectations. So what we can gauge by that really is just the chargers didn't work and they're replacing them with better units. We don't know for sure if that's the case at each one of these stations, but let's hope. They also go on to say the company is taking these major actions to improve charger performance on the East Coast. To allow EV drivers to plan accordingly, we were proactive about showing availability of charging sites on our travel app and PlugShare. They definitely were, but can you consider a day or two notice of a post on a charger being proactive? People have been doing travel routes for a while. I believe a full email out to every user should have happened. We recognize the challenges this may pose over a long weekend for our customers. We are committed to upgrading and re-energizing these charging sites as soon as possible. We regret any inconvenience to our customers. One thing I really want to make and point and drive home. If they are upgrading all of these sites along I-95, it is possible that for the next 6 to 8 weeks, based on that site in Cary, that we may not be able to drive an electric vehicle up and down I-95 just because they've shut off the stations waiting to be upgraded. They're still there, plugged in, you can use them if they work, but they are offline. Bummer. So in the future, let's hope that these updates at least bring some higher station reliability. Again, we may see some of these units swapped out with others. I'm not totally sure. But, this is a really key thing here. It basically shows, and I told Electrify America this point blank, this cannot happen anymore. There are people relying on this network to get around for their jobs, for their personal life. It's no longer, just people that are early adopters driving EVs. Normal people drive electric cars doing normal people things. And we need a reliable public charging network to rely on. And so they assure me this is their goal, this is what they're trying to do, and they hope that 2020 is a year of upgrades and proven reliability so that we can have a really reliable network going forwards. Had to share the news with you guys. What do you think? Would you be upset if you were just driving around and then all of a sudden stranded in the middle of the Southeast because the network went offline for updates? I would be pretty upset. I am pretty upset. So interested to hear what you think, and I'm also interested to see if these upgrades make such a big difference that we'll be able to easily and reliably drive on Electrify America in the future. I've done some big trips with them, go back in my videos, relatively positive experience, few niggles here and there, nothing this bad yet. So share your comments below.